So should we go on to
yeah, Halloween
Resurrection, which is, I think, my least favorite of the sequels, I think. I was really excited as they were making it because there were shots of the Myers house, the exterior shots, which I think subsequently found out that I think even the exterior shot was an interior set. I don't know, but anyway, they rebuilt the house to look like the one from the first. So when I was seeing behind the scenes photos of it, I was like, whoa! For the first time, it's the actual Myers house from the first two movies. But that's where the goodness ends. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about it. I mean, I've seen it a couple times. It's just like the beginning of. It's like, I don't know. They'll do a good movie like the first one, then they'll screw it up, and it's very rare, I should add, that like with H2O, that a sequel will come along and really kind of fix everything. I think
fix it and kickstart it.
Kickstart it like a son of a bitch, and then they go ahead and just completely screw it up.
Nightmare on Elm Street did that too. Look at number 7. Number 7 was like, whoa, and then Freddy vs. Jason. But
that was almost 10 years later. But,
that's true. But anyway,
you can go and maybe I'll think of stuff.
Halloween Resurrection. I liked the way they addressed the ending of the 7th one. It was completely illogical, but they got me. I was like, well, I didn't think of that. Good on you guys. So I guess I have to give them props for their creativity.
For thinking of a way to keep Michael going.
That was creative. But the movie itself is pretty bad. That opening scene with Jamie Lee Curtis was so pointless. Just don't address the character. It's flat out. Do not address the character. There's no reason to kill her. Absolutely no reason. It was pointless, and that's my problem with a lot of the Friday the 13th movie. Like Friday the 13th 2. Terrible movie because of that opening shot. Alien 3. Terrible movie.
What opening shot?
The opening scene where
he
just kill the hero. We're going to show you how bad this guy is because he kills survivors. And there's no reason for it. None at all. And so that right there just put me in a pissed off stupor, and then they have Busta Rhymes, like, really?
And trust me, you don't want to see Matt in a pissed off stupor.
I was just like trying to sit there, and I think he's a decent actor, but his character was so obnoxious that I was just so not.
Doesn't he have a famous line, trick or treat, mother?
Yeah, and it's just, oh god, they're pandering to the early 2000 audiences who were into that.
I know. Well, I have no problem with the African American element.
No, either do I.
I mean, but I thought it was kind of weird as it tried to. I'm not racist. I don't know how I can say that. I don't know how to say this. Like I say, I have no problem with the African American element. The only thing that was weird is when they tried to, in the late 90s, in the early zeros, bring it into what had always been. I don't know. It's just awkward. I think the best word is just awkward.
It was an awkward scene. There's no doubt about it. Because I mean, Halloween, or no, not Halloween. Friday the 13th 5 has those two African American guys that are rip-offs of Michael Jackson from the Thriller video, and that worked. I hate that movie, but he worked in it. He was really good in that movie. So it's not that you can do it right.
They did it right.
To do it right.
Did you say Friday the 13th Part 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it fine in there. Where it wasn't like an African American. It was just another guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even look at the African Americans in that movie as being any different than anyone else in the movie.
Yeah.
They go with it, but all of a sudden you
had this guy, and they were trying to make him like street Hollywood, and that just did not work in Halloween, which is a suburban thing. And I guess that was kind of the point. He was a producer.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So I mean, I guess in retrospect, that kind of works. So my entire flaw with this movie doesn't make sense. But it didn't feel right. It didn't feel Halloween, and it bugged me. And then it also had a plethora of characters that you didn't care about. Yeah, you had several in the 7th one for the first time that you actually cared about since the first movie. And so the 7th one, they kill off the one survivor and they ignore the other survivors. And then you follow these characters that you don't care about. The only one, they address two characters as giving them even a character, and that's Busta Rhymes, who's annoying.
Did you say Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes. I wedged them together.
Okay.
And then the lead actress, who's quite pretty, and she's a great actress. If you've ever seen Boston Public, you would know that. But that was a great TV show from early 2000s. But she was fine to look at, but she didn't really perform, and she's a good performer. Like, she had nothing to work with is the point. And the movie was just trying to capitalize on the success of Scream, which had died by this point at the time, and it had
a little bit of Blair Witch Project, I think.
Yeah, and they were trying to capitalize on the Blair Witch thing with the and Survivor with the reality TV.
Oh yeah,
presenting reality, but you can't do that with a character that is so unrealistic. Like, that would kind of work and did work in Scream 4 because Scream is based in reality. You can't do that with a character who can get shot several thousand times and get up from it. Like, then,
burned to death and eyes shot out.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. And so Halloween Resurrection simply doesn't work. I'd give it about 1.5. 1 star, rather. It's just not. It's unnecessary, and I agree. It's probably the worst.
Did I talk about it? I forgot.
You did, but then you didn't.
Oh, then I handed it over to you.
Yeah,
I think you said pretty much everything I have to say. There's nothing for me to say about it. I swear, I'm going to start saying stars first, because otherwise people are going to think I'm just being lazy and saying what he says. But I say 1 star on it. It's just so kind of atrocious and not needing to be there. And so there you go. Halloween Resurrection. So we're going to do a video. The next video is going to be one video on Rob Zombie's wonderful Halloween 1 and 2. So if you're still awake, check it out.